What up, Cuzzo? Yo, how you doing? How you feeling? Is it too loud? Like, can you hear it? Was it too loud? My sis Crystal in here. What up, though? Much love from the A to LA. Okay. Last time I did it, somebody was like, "Oh, it's too loud. I can't hear you." And I dreamed of you. Happy New Year. I know I talked to you already, both of you all, but I said again, Happy New Year. We are 21 days into the new year. Man, I don't know. Just waiting for the people to get here. Whoever rocks. Many blessings to come. Amen to that. Man, it's like I said, it's 21 days in so far, and it's been crazy already. But if it's starting off crazy, that means it's going to like smooth out eventually. That's my belief. That's what I've been praying. That's what I've been writing down because yeah, we ain't got time for craziness all year. We did that last year. That is it. That's all. Hey, lock in. Tell your friends we online. Tell your other family members we online. Yeah, get started around like 8:10. I actually started at 8 o'clock today, so we will lock in at 8:10 to get things moving and rolling. What y'all eat for dinner today? Still here? Can y'all hear me? It's that poor connection, but it's crazy. Oh, come on, Kale Salad. I have not had dinner yet. That's why I'm asking what y'all what you had, so I can get some ideas. The greatest kale salad is some salmon in there with like some berries, probably or raspberries, uh, peppers, little stuff like that. Maybe I would actually be okay putting some pineapples in there if you're not allergic. But yeah, one day I made uh, my own vinaigrette dressing, lemon juice, a little bit of salt, some oil, mixed it in, got busy. Chicken, cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, and jalapenos. That actually sounds good. I don't know why I would just want to throw like some pineapple in there. I don't know. I could be tripping. Pineapple in a salad is just pineapple goes everywhere. What up, Cuzzo Chelsea? Happy New Year. Right? I never even thought about it till just now. So next time, either try it before I do, or I'm gonna definitely try it. So kale salad with all that. So that was crazy. So all that with pineapple on top. Yeah. Pineapple on pizza, pineapple and salad. We're gonna try that out because I never had it. Some Brazilian steakhouses, they do pineapple, like grilled pineapple with the cinnamon on top. Change your life. If you haven't tried that, try that too. Grilled pineapple and then cinnamon like all over it. Yeah, you know the vibes. You've been down that road with me before, you know. See, all right, so everybody agree like me in here. We good. We are good. I ain't got any YouTubers yet. You blow my mind. You blow my mind. Mm-mm-mm. How the kids? How's the husband? It's not that crazy. It's already done snowing on my side. It came and went. The ground is, well, my streets at least. Yeah, it's already slight. I mean, it's sticking, but by tomorrow I feel like it won't even be there. You know what I'm gonna say about the kids, not appropriate for the lie. Leave my family alone, man. They good. If you good, they good. They good, you good. One band, one sound. Hey, check this out. So one of my speaking engagements I did in the one I did in DC, this was like this was my gift to being a part. So I said, if anybody stay at my house ever again, I'm waking you up with this. Just good morning, everyone. Just total chaos. I did see like ATL Scoop talking about it. Like these cars are trying to get up some hill downtown, going towards like Edgewood, I think, and it was epic fails left and right. Man, you know I don't do the snow. People were like, "Oh, how's the snow?" I was like, "Outside. I'm inside. I don't care what's going on." Blow my mind. I'm trying to tell you, Crystal, get you what they call it, bullhorn. Hey, tap in. It would change. It would change your life, and it would change your kids' life because they would not want to hear that ever again once you do it one time. She left her a car, man. I feel like if you're not suited to actually be in the snow, like wherever you are in the world, like just stay away from it. That's it. That is it. Being from up top, it's easy to drop in snow. It's either fun or it's just like, you know what, let me just stay in the house. But it can be fun too, though. All right, you got like let this song play a little bit, and then we gonna get started. Hey, sidebar since Michael is playing, I watched this clip maybe like 2 weeks ago of him singing "Human Nature." No music, just him and his vocals. And when I tell you, it was so heavenly. Like this man was really a gift to the world and to the music world. Very creative, very genius, a disruptor, if you will. This man was. You can hear the pain. You can hear the love. You can hear the struggle. You can hear the hope all in his voice while he's singing "Human Nature." If you ever get a chance, look it up on YouTube. What? Using an accident today? Oh, okay, okay. Everybody calm down. All right. Well, hope everyone is safe on the road. What up, Dion? The closet whisperer. Well, this is not week anything. This is just Happy New Year. This is Let's Tap In. This is me checking in, saying hello to everybody. I took my break pretty much like everybody else did for the wintertime, holidays, New Year's. I said, you know what? I can't be away too long. I got a book coming out. Really can't, you know, can't be silent too long. Got to stay consistent. It's one of the things that I'm learning more of being in this space of having to put my book out and all that jazz. Like you really just have to be consistent. You really have to show up. And we'll get into that in a little bit, but uh, just want to drop some words of encouragement before we tap in, which is we know new president is in office. I know everyone has their thought process about it, their feelings about it, logical. It doesn't matter. Like you have your feels. Okay, we're back. I don't know if y'all lost me. I don't know if you're still here. I apologize. The snow has definitely done a number on my internet today. So I just got off of Wi-Fi. Hello, YouTube. For those that are on there as well, I'm on IG as well. Hello again. Happy New Year. If you're just tapping in, Lakeith, my sis, what up? You just missed some fire music. I just played Tevin Campbell, the Gap Band, and Michael Jackson. You missed it, but you'll go back and listen, I'm sure. Again, I just want to give some words of encouragement. Again, I know we have a new president in office. Um, Everyone has their emotions towards it, but what the encouragement I have for you today, just three big, not even little. We're not even using the word little this year. Everything got to be big. We got to talk king, and we got to talk queen talk. Nothing else. What up, Misi? The first thing of 2025 is we have to understand. We have to understand the world, and we have to understand, and you have to understand your world. One of the things I like to say is, how can the world support you when you don't support your world? Meaning the people around you, your boundaries, etc. Right. So in this case, whatever is going on with you in your own world, your own personal life, it really can affect or it actually can adapt to what's happening in the world and vice versa. And because what's going on in the world can actually adapt to what you're going through in your personal life. Um, be present. Be present for yourself. Be present for the people around you. This is a time not to be solo. This is not a time to isolate. Not saying that you won't have those moments, but too long, nah, it's too much work to be done. It's too much. There's too many lives at stake now. As you can see with the with again the new president and just around the world. There's a lot of uh, pouring out. There's a lot of crying out. There's a lot of people suffering, and I just don't believe it's time to retreat. I think this is a time to embrace. I think this is a time to actually move forward, locking arms together. Whatever that thing is for you, speaking, if it's writing, if it's rapping, whatever, like lock on photography for those on here. It's time to just tap in with the next person because your journey, as y'all know, for what this book is called, and we'll get back into that in a second because I had to drop this encouragement. But uh, we can't take our shoes off yet. Like there's so much work to be done, and that's my segue to. And I'll get to point two in a minute. But segue into book is still coming. It's been a journey with my book, which is called "Don't Take Your Shoes Off Yet: A Journey from Procrastination to Purpose." Um, Honestly, I was supposed to drop this month, but mentally now I'm saying, you know what? We're not even going to do it. We're not even going to drop dates. We're actually just going to do what's supposed to be done. And when it's time to drop it, we will do it. Um, and it's been a journey. I'm excited. Have you ever had something in your life where it's not complete, but you know it's coming, or payday is coming, like that bonus check is coming, but it's just not quite there yet. But like everything is like, oh, you know what you're gonna do with it, you know how you're gonna spend it, you know how you're gonna save it, all that. That's how I feel about the book. And man, I hope you are still excited with me for the release when that happens, and I'll definitely keep you posted. But let's jump back into number two. So number one, like I said, quick. You can write it down if you want to, or just listen. Is to understand what's happening in the world and what's happening in your own world, your personal life, and knowing that this is not a time to be solo dolo. This is a time to actually be strong with a partner beside you. There's no reason why you're not locking arms with somebody that's in the same mental space of you, spiritual space of you, and y'all not doing something together. Like it's time for it. My number two, uh, if things are not aligning like you need or want them to, adjust. I'm gonna put me out here. Like I said, it's 21 days in the new year. We all have these resolutions, right? Whether we wrote them down last summer, the last day of the last year, 2024. But what up, Brody Sean? Um, but I started with this new year with, oh, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna eat better. I ain't been consistent. It's been nasty, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. It's it's one thing to write things down, but it's another, of course, as you all know, with something in your life that you went through. It's another thing to actually put action behind it. And for me, I had to adjust. I know it now because I haven't been consistent, but I've seen enough to know what this side looks like and what this side looks like, right? And so when I'm not eating properly, not working out, I'm more sluggish, I'm more tired, I feel like a zombie in a sense. Like I'm still active to some angle, right? But it's still exhaustion, mental exhaustion, spiritual exhaustion, everything. Excuse me. I don't know. Every time I get on live, I get the burp and what have you. Excuse me. Um, and the other side is when I am actually working out and I am eating properly and I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to. I feel rejuvenated. I sleep better. I'm consistent in going to sleep at a certain time and not, you know, doing things after a certain time. I was talking to my sister Keith last week, and I told her how my new thing is my phone is off, excuse me, on D&D at 9 p.m. And by 10 o'clock, hopefully I should be sleeping when I'm actually consistent what I'm supposed to be doing, right? And I'm asleep by 10 o'clock. And I'm up by 5, 4:30, somewhere between that time. And I get up and I do my morning prayer, my writing. I have my time with God. I work out. And by like 8 o'clock, I done did so much. By 9 o'clock, all right, I'm focused. I'm ready for the world. I'm ready to embrace what's to come. I'm ready to adjust for the things that need to be adjusted. And I'm ready to lock arms with somebody that we can do something together and make some wins. And I hope whatever it is in your life right now, again, we're only 21 days. You're not going to get right away. You're not going to get it overnight, and it is all right. We're human. But the goal is to be consistent. And that's where I know for me, I fail. And I just want you to know, even as I'm writing a book called Don't Take Your Shoes Off Yet, a journey from procrastination to purpose, that, yeah, I'm human too. I still have to go through the process like everybody else. Just because you're at a place, whether you wrote a book, whether you are high up in anything or whatever you're doing that's great, like you're still going to have obstacles that you have to like go through. And for me, that's still my obstacle in this case. I like to say I'm a walking billboard for my own book because I'm going through it. Uh, Number three, um, don't push. Excuse me, what I have. Don't hold back. There we go. Whatever that thing is in your life, push it. Whether it's salt and pepper style, whether it's OT Genesis style, like just push it, right? If it's Rick Ross, well, I don't know. Are we saying Rick Ross? I know people ain't rocking with him right now because of his actions with the new president. But yeah, push it. Um, I had a conversation today with a gentleman who came to do my extermination at the house, and off the I had to go outside to open the gate for him. I mean, he rolls the window down, just full of energy. I'm like, bro, it's too cold to be this energetic right now, and it's early. Like, what you doing? But I embraced it. I loved it, and I was like, let me open the gate for you, and I'll meet you back in the front. So I get in the front, and he was like, "How you doing, King?" I was like, "Wow, okay." Even though he's suited, like you could still sense his spirit. I'm like, "Okay, yeah. How you doing? Happy New Year to you." He's like, "What all do you need?" So I told him where, and hit the basement, etc. So he does that. He comes back, and we get to talking about. He asked me about what just happened yesterday with the new president. He said, "What did you feel about it?" So I gave my spiel, not too much because you never know who you're talking to, and it can get emotional. Uh, it just get emotional, and you just want to be aware of that. And we talked, and I don't even know how the conversation just switched over to me asking him what does he do outside of this because I sense something else. And he says, "Well, I used to rap," and then he kept talking like I didn't hear what he just said. Like he tried to breeze over it. I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Like, come back! Like, why you say you used to rap?" He's like, "Man, honestly, just so many excuses." And I said, "Wow." I was like, for someone who has so much energy and so much, you like, he had just so much about him that I'm just like, I don't know if you should be sitting still with that, bro. And so he tells me, I was like, what would you be rapping about? Or what were you rapping about? He says, nothing negative is all positivity. He's at a different space in his life. He has a daughter. He said that's autistic. He wants to rap about that. She's like nonverbal. He wants to talk about where he is in life and what he's done to get into a more spiritual connection with God. And I'm just like, that's what you want to do? You want to sit on that? I said, no, you got to push that, bro. And that's what I mean. You got to push it. You can't hold back what is in you. Again, we are 21 days into the new year, and um, this is not a time to, like I said, this is not a time to be dolo. This is not a time to be by yourself. This is a time to lock arms with someone who is in the same space as you, and you make something happen. You make something shake. Because if you didn't do it last year and the year before, this is me telling you it's time to do it. Whatever that thing is, this is time to be disruptive. There's too many systems that have been put in place for all these centuries, decades, months, years, seconds. And it's just time to do something different, not just for the world, but just for your life that actually creates a whole new world. These new Gen X Xers and all those, I think everybody on here is like literally of the age of 34. So everyone that's under us, it's time to do something different that they can see that we didn't see. And yeah, I was just so flabbergasted that he just decided to just stop rapping. So I gave him a scenario, and I want y'all to really hear me out. And this is what it looks like to connect all three of these of number one, understanding what's happening in life, the world, and what's happening in life, your world, your personal, aligning to what's happening in your life, being consistent about it, and now I'm pushing what needs to be pushed, no holding back. So I said to him, so I see someone said energy in here, right? And I spoke about energy. I said, I want you to understand how life works. Y'all ever been, I'm asking you a question, have y'all ever been in a situation where, let's say you with a friend or two friends, it's you and two friends, and one of the friends say, oh, I got a spot for us to go to. Maybe it's a kickback, maybe it's a little house party or a little shindig, small venue, whatever, right? Or maybe it could be a club if you still into that life. I don't know. It's your world. But let's say you go there. Two out of your three, right, are aligned. You guys are focused. You guys are locked arms with. You guys are understanding your world, each other's worlds, and you are literally pushing what it is that you need to push in your life or your lives. But this third person, who we don't know who they are, but they're not connected, right? They're connected to you guys, but they're not connected in the ways that they should be. So you get to this venue or kickback, and everybody's energetic, everybody's vibing out, all the good things, right? You know how many times because that one person is not in alignment and consistent and not understanding their world and not pushing the things that they need to push in their own life, that it creates a force of missed opportunities. Hear me when I tell you this. When you're not aligned with the people beside you, you can miss so many blessings and opportunities. And I told the gentleman that today. I said, man, and I gave him a scenario. I was like, if I had like a little kickback here, because I told you he said he used to rap. And I said, I just want you to understand being in the right place at the right time too is also a thing. You got to be in tune. But I said, imagine you sitting there and everybody's going around the room talking about what they do, etc. And this one person says, oh, well, I've been producing for the past, 4 years, and I've been looking for somebody just to work with, but the industry and this and that person they're just too shady for me. I said, I would never known that. You would never have known that. But now that y'all are here, understanding that that's a producer, you're a rapper, whether you used to or not, you're still that because it's inside of you. Meaning you're a speaker. There's something that needs to be said. Y'all two need to connect. There's no way at that very moment where you should just be like, oh yeah, that's a cool person. Oh yeah, that's cool. We connected. Or oh yeah, I met some good folk. Like, no, this is your moment to connect to the thing or to the person and say, hey, look, I see what you're trying to do. I'm trying to get on with you. I see what you're trying to do. I'm trying to get on with you. If y'all see me on this live and y'all hear me talking about me being consistent about working out and eating properly, if you're a chef or you're a nutritionist or you know somebody, you can hit me in the DM afterwards and be like, yo, Jay, I know somebody that knows somebody. Let me put the contact in your ear and you hit them up. Appreciate that. If you hear me say, man, I've been lollygagging and procrastinating with something, right? If you have the tunnel, the portal, the door, whichever the case may be, to assist me, this is the time to do so. Again, this is not time for dolo movement. This is not a time for solo activities. This is locked in with somebody because who you are, yes, who you are connected to is key, and that's not even just this way. This is also this way. Some people are this way, but I hope you are this way, especially if you connected to me, because I will call you out. But yeah, man, it's this new year for 21 days so far has been a journey for me. Again, oh, sorry, that's a question. I don't feel connected with anyone in my professional circle. What can I do? Um, you just came in on the second. I think you came on the third point, but the second point was to align, to adjust. If you can't find it in your circle, guess what? There's a billion other circles you can go into. If you go to a church on a Sunday and you don't like it, guess what you're going to do? You're not going to stay there unless God told you to stay there for those people that's in that season of their life and been obedient. But if that's not the case, you go to a new one, right? If you go to a restaurant and it's not what you like and it's not up to par of your standards of food, tastings, etc., ambiance, service, guess what? You go find another one. So if your professional circle isn't it, ask God to put you around the people that will. That's it. Like there's nothing else to it. Adjust, align and adjust, and connect to the people. And if you don't find them in that circle, find another circle. Can't find them in that circle, find another circle. Now, if you've gone through 4 or 5 circles and you haven't connected, hate to say it, it's not the circles, it's you. And that's the harsh reality. It's you. And that's why I'm saying you got to know what's going on in the world and you got to know what's going on in your world. And you know what's going on in your world, your mental, your physical, your spiritual, emotions, etc. Like you know what's going on. So don't even try to be unless you're willing to adjust, unless you're ready, willing and ready to adjust. Don't go find a circle. If you're not ready to put the work in, no, don't do it. But I'll also say challenge yourself. Um, I can bring this out here. I talked to my sis, Crystal, that's on here, and Lakeith, my other sister that's on here, and I talked about since this year's came, 2025, I've been writing in my journal every day. I've been praying every day. I've been in my Bible playing. Might miss a day, but I go back and I read it. And one of the things that continues to pop up in my writing and in my thoughts and in my heart is even outside this book situation, right? I want to create a space for us, whoever that's around. I'm saying us because we're on this line, but us as in just people that wants to do more, who sees that there should be more to be done, etc. I want to connect to those people, but I also want to hold those people accountable just as much. I want them to hold me accountable. So in this circle, in this intimate space, what have you, we are connecting and I'm helping. This is me doing my part, right? This is me pushing the limit. This is me challenging myself. A friend told me a couple weeks ago, it's like, you don't know how powerful you are. And you didn't. That's what I said. You didn't know how powerful you are. And you know now. And it's time to actually put that to the test. And I said, you know what? You're right. And it is just a line of what I'm saying now of putting people in a room and saying, hey, look, Aisha, this is a circle that you've been looking for. I know this for a fact. Those are my people. I trust them. You know, they're going to treat you right because I'm bringing you over. They're going to treat you with all love and respect. If you say, Jay, these are my people over here because I'm introducing you, you know what I'm saying? This is for you. Okay. That's what I want to do. My network, I haven't really tapped into for real yet. I haven't even like scratched the surface of my network. But I want to this year because it's time to lock arms with everybody that's doing something amazing. All my creatives, it's time to push our gifts. It's time to not sit on it. It's time to not think that, oh, it's not ready when it's been ready for probably the last 2 years, but you haven't been consistent and no one's been able to push you. Everyone is a puzzle to the next puzzle. Everyone is one of you on this live is the missing piece that I need. That helps me to the next person. That would be the next missing piece to the next person. And to your point, yes, Keith, collaboration is very essential, but it's collabing with the people that I ain't gonna say that matter because we all matter. Connecting to the people that are willing and ready to work. And I know a lot of you guys are. I know a lot of people are, but sometimes you need a little kick, need a little push. I got those people to push me. I got those people to give me a little kick. It doesn't matter what level you are. We all need a push. We all need to adjust. We all need to understand. It don't matter who you are. No one is above anybody in this world, I promise you. And if they think they are, we can humble them easily. You finna change the world, my friend. I appreciate that. No, we are going to change the world because I can't do it together. We got to do it together. I need you guys that's on this live. I need the people that's in your network to be a part of this. I need those people and the people that know those people to be connected, right? So, yeah, that is that push. And so that's all I had today. I would just want to like show face, give some type of encouragement. Again, if you're just jumping on, I have a book that's going to be released one of these days when it's ready, when it's right. I'm not saying it's going to be like 5 years from now. It's going to be released soon. But like I said, I'm excited. The things I have lined up for once the book is released, that's what I'm excited about. I hope you guys will be too. Yeah, I'm praying about some great things that goes along with it. Looking at some companies, looking at some people to connect to. So yeah, it's about to go crazy, you know. And yeah, all right, y'all know how it goes. If you got any questions, talk to me. or at least tell me how's your New Year's going. You want to jump online with me for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops. If we flow, we flow. But tap in with me. Let me know what you heard tonight. Let me know if you have anything that you want to say, that you want to inspire the people with. If you have some inspiration or motivation for me, please tap in, call, and I'll bring you in. Until then, yes, I do have a book that will be released soon called "Don't Take Your Shoes Off Yet: A Journey from Procrastination to Purpose." I am a walking billboard. We are all billboards for this book. Even though we are in purpose, we still have some things we procrastinate on because it comes down to responsibility, it comes down to faith, it comes down to everything aligning. Your mental may not be there. You could be exhausted. Your spirit could be broken, or your emotions are not into it. Like there's so many factors, but we just gotta be consistent and we gotta connect with the right people. I heard something one day said, it's it's kind of dope because it's cold outside, right? But it was like stay close to the fire. And when you stay close to the fire, you're always going to be heated. You're always going to be ready. You're always going to be warm, ready to just move. When you're cold, you stiff. You can't go too many places. You can't shift. You can't do too much. But when you're warm and you hot, and that temperature, like if you by yourself, some of my folks in relationships, married, you know the difference of when you cuddling by yourself on the couch versus when your babe come over, or your husband or your boo come over. It's a different type of warmth. That's what we need to be doing with our gifts. That's what we need to be doing. Uh, yeah, I'll just say with our gifts and our creativity. I'm not going to put anything on there. I'm not going to say church. I'm not going to say family. I'm not going to say any of those things. That's up to you. But I'm saying for you solo right now to focus on and to connect with people that are warm just like you, and that your creativity with your gifts, whatever that may be, gets pushed this year. Like I said, it's 21 days already of the year. We got 9 more months. Excuse me, nine. My math is all off. Excuse me. We have 11 months to go, and yeah, we got a lot of things to do. Like I said, with this new president, who knows what life is going to be? But we got to do some things together. And I know for me, I can't do it alone. I need y'all in real life. And thank you all who actually are there for me in real life in every ways possible. But again, does anybody want to jump on, say something? If not, it's cool. But I give it about 3, 4 minutes if anybody wants to keep that space. I'll keep that space open. If you got a question, uh, ask me. One of the things I'm actually going to do too to this, all of this, right? I'm writing a book, but if y'all didn't know this, I'm actually a professional certified life coach. And I tend to, after this book or with the book, I tend to push that even more. I've been sitting on that. I do it. If you know me, I do it naturally, but I have to start doing it in a much different capacity now, and I'm ready for it. I told myself all last year, I'm not ready to do that. I'm not ready to do that, but I've been ready. I was procrastinating, and so here we are. Hey, Kiana, I'm doing good. How you doing? You got to push. You got to put it till you get it right. Come on now, hit us with the bars. Thank you, Aisha. Doctor, excuse me. Let me get that right. Let me not get crucified on live. Doctor Aisha. Um, but yeah, I tend to push this book, and with the book, I believe the doors will open for me to be a life coach or to continue my life coaching, which will lead to other factors down the road. Of course, who knows? Could be on TV somewhere. Could be on somebody's morning show. Could be on somebody's podcast. Could be on somebody's movie. Who knows? Life is up, but I'm gonna show up regardless. See, look at Kiana coming here with the energy, with the love. Kiana, you got some inspiration for us? Jump on with me. I know you got some words. You stay with a word. I know it. Get a people a word. Actually, Dr. Aisha, you give us a word. Are you in position? Dr. Aisha, are you in position to mentally give us something that we can proceed in the next 11 months off connecting to what I've already said tonight, is there something mentally that we can prepare for, something we can do in the state that we're in with the new president and how the world is operating right now, or our world at least? Send me a request so you can talk to the people. I was scared, y'all. I need to draw. Yeah, get into your office. Hey, Kiana, you funny. You won't scare us. I don't think, unless it's really that bad. But we're not gonna judge you though. I wouldn't. That's another thing for this year too. Don't judge anybody. I know we all go through our journey. We're going through our journey, right? And it could be moments. Shout out to anyone that's given to LA. Y'all know what's going on over there. I'm pretty sure those same people were thinking like, "Oh, life is good," and then all of a sudden, just like that, everything is gone. And it's like we cannot judge. And you know, um, I hope you guys have been praying for those that's over there. I hope you've been praying for just the economy. I hope you've been praying for our government. I hope you've been praying for 2025, everything, because whew, it's tough. It's tough. These people have worked their entire life to build a legacy of $100 million home or less, and everything is gone. Imagine a young girl who grew up in that house and she was just turning 21, was about to possibly move out in the next couple of years, but her house is gone. The apartment she was probably gonna move into is gone. Now she has to adjust everything. Oh, Dr. Aisha's about to get on here. She's gonna give us some mental words. Oh, did I not do it? Accept. They said Aisha declined. How are you gonna send me a request and then decline? All right, I'm gonna send you a request now. Yeah, it is. It is a sad thing, man, and it puts you in a space of hoping, not even hoping. Excuse me. It puts you in a place of like, wow, this could actually happen to where I live at. It could happen to my family. It could happen to me. And so, um, yeah, I just could hope you continue to pray for those over there. My family made snack packs and took it around Altadena to yesterday. Very sad. We prayed with a few, and I see people are lost and need people to speak life to them. Amen. That's part. I believe this book. Not saying this is a shameless plug or not, but I believe the book, when everyone gets to a place, will it will help them. You know, Aisha. I don't know if it's locking in or not. I just tried to accept you. Maybe it's a user's error. Maybe it's your internet. I don't know. The key said Aisha decline. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, I'm trying to get it right. Oh, here we go. I'm
There we
like,
go.
what's
Okay.
happening? Come on here.
Okay. So first twist out.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Not to me
Year.
too, but to the people that see you. Happy New
And
Year.
everyone. And the young lady that was just sharing what they did to like just offer support, like, oh my
Oh,
gosh,
Crystal.
that's amazing. I didn't even have the chance to type that back. Like, that's amazing.
Her name is Crystal.
Crystal, God bless you, Crystal.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't no minister, babe, but God bless you.
Let you tell it, but go ahead. Is there being in your profession? Tell the people what you do. Excuse me.
So I'm a licensed professional counselor. I'm a business owner that does coaching and all type of family support, life support with individuals going through mental health crises, re-entering citizens, and I'm a clinical director with a behavioral health agency in DC.
Oh, you a doctor?
I'm a doctor.
Because your list just went like that. I'm thinking you about to say three things. You had this with the A through Z. My bad. What they say? I wasn't familiar of your work. My bad.
because we just play all the time.
I know. But yeah, give us some, if you can, maybe one or two gems of it being January 21 right now, but also how can people, from your perspective and your profession, not take their shoes off yet, right? But also in the mental space of all the things that's happening, how can they stay planted, if you will?
So, one, I want to say thank you for making this serious thing in our lives be such a candid thing by saying not take your shoes off yet, like making it a little bit easy, right? I messaged my personal minister, counselor, however you want to name her, that I need to do a fast. I need a fast for February. And I need her guidance. I need her support because we can't take our shoes off yet. Like, it's January. We're in month 1. We got a long way ahead of us. And you mentioned a lot about the presidency and all those things. And there's a lot of changes that are going to happen. So I would say, even me mentioning in the comments that in my professional life, I don't feel connected with people. And so that makes me have to rely on God a whole lot more. And ironically enough, the statement that I've been relying on the most for this month is obedience births blessings. And we all know who that comes from. It's your mama. Your mama. So I'm trying to be as obedient as possible because my obedience is going to allow me for the people that are under me and all the different facets of life that I'm in, to encourage them to be obedient. But I have to be.
What to the people, I have my definition of obedience and we can probably connect dots and think the same way, but would you say that obedience is doing something that you don't want to do?
I think obedience is doing what God tells you to do, even if you don't feel like it. Even if you don't feel encouraged to, even if you don't see the end product yet. God is telling you to do it, and it's that thing. It can be like a sock on the floor. God said, pick up that sock before you leave out the house. And you didn't pick up that sock, and then when you come back home 8 hours later, that sock was in your way. He told you to do it. He's not playing around. You got to have that relationship. The obedience is the prayer life. Prayer is real.
It's so real. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice.
Man, if you're not praying, you're going to be so disconnected. That's what I've learned. And that's what I don't want is the disconnect. So again, the obedience birth blessings. And
we thank you for that. First of all, thank you. We thank you for that. Everybody say thank you, Dr. Smith, in the comments.
Thank you for this platform.
This ain't me. I've said to myself these last couple of weeks is when someone tells me something like that, I'm like, it's not me, it's God, because of obedience, right? Like I'm only here, I'm only the vessel. So anything that's spoken from my mouth is literally coming from upstairs, and I'm doing my part by showing up. So I know some people hate when I'm like, oh, I'm just doing my part, but my part is really just showing up, and God literally will do the rest, and He has. And so I'm just grateful to just be able to break through fear, break through all the things that I had to get through to get to this point. So thank you.
I'm just excited for the next step. Like, I'm slightly scared. I ain't gonna lie, because you a big giant already. I'm slightly scared, but I think 2025 is quarter. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Q1 is about to be your time. I'm scared.
What we scared of?
Oh man, it's Q1.
What we scared of?
As you boss up, you give me more accountability.
Okay, I can see it.
I mean, I've been around you since I was 10?
Yeah.
Like
that's about right.
Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Got to boss up too.
And that's why I got on. I said, God last week was like, when you get back online? And then what's crazy.
I mean, not that we was looking.
No, and it's not even about y'all. I mean, it's about y'all, but it's not about y'all in this regard for me to be on, right? So when he asked me that, literally the next day, I didn't even told her this, but my sister's on here. She pretty much like, what you got going on? When you get back on live? I was like, confirmation. Let me get back on live next Monday. But yesterday, no lie. Yesterday, not even because it was MLK birthday, I was just sitting on my couch chilling. I was just sitting on my couch chilling. I said, God, I'm not ready yet. That's what I said. I'm not ready. I wrote in my journal. I said,
I mean, that's real.
I wrote in my journal. I said, God, I'm really not ready to jump back online yet. You know, you've been pouring into me. I've been honestly enjoying this peace. Like from the holidays up until now, it's been very restful. It's been very peaceful. And I know God has opened that door, but it's because of your point, possibly. Then this first quarter, things are about to just
It's about to
release.
get nasty.
It's about to get
It's about to get
crazy,
nasty.
right?
It's about to
It'll
get
be
nasty, baby.
so it's just like, even though this is not happening, that's not happening, this isn't there, that isn't there, this isn't whatever, right? I don't have that, but then I have this though, right? And I think we got to keep that in mind. You may not have the car, the house, the finances, this and that, but if you still got the peace, the prayer, the belief, the faith,
Ooh, the
this
grace.
the grace, this is what you need. Those things will be supplied, right? So
Yeah.
when you stick to this, the peace and the portal that God has opened, or the door He's open for you to walk through to have the peace, you good, because He's only letting you rest because He knows what's coming. You don't know what's coming all the way,
Dude,
but
I mean, the thing I did recently, I'm gonna go after this because this is not my thing.
go
But
crazy.
God is taking me there. That's why I
Okay.
got this office space. God is telling me, girl,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna do what I told you to do. Obedience birth blessings. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
But peace and rest and grace. I'm learning those words interchangeably.
Mm.
It's our perspective of how we see it, but when He gives it to us, it's something different when you reflect on it. Like going through a period of not working and God showing me that is peace, or is that grace? Like, I'm giving you grace because you're about to do this big thing. You're about to go into this next role. Like, Dr. Nothing, I don't take it lightly at all. Like, it's because the impact, the people you're about to touch is about to expand, and I have to get out of this state of, and I pray that you will pray for me and everybody else on here will.
Come on, man.
Of stop saying the phrase of I'm not worthy. I'm having a hard time with that, and what you talk about really helps me step out of that.
Amen.
The obedience versus the worthiness, man. It's a challenge daily. So I appreciate you for always being on here because you allow me to reflect, even though I'm late, even though I was late joining.
You're not late. You look, you right on time. Clearly, that's all perspective. You right on time for me.
Yeah, I gotta stop saying like I'm not worthy, because God, you put me in places for a reason, and I'm touching people for a reason, and
you don't just you don't just wake up and say, oh, I'm a doctor. Like, that's the work you put in, the sacrifice you put in, the influence you had now going into impactful. I mean, yeah, you definitely worthy. What are we talking about? Yeah.
He working on me.
For everybody. For everybody. Love you too.
Thank you for the platform.
No, thank you for jumping on.
Absolutely.
All right.
I know. Okay.
Okay. Y'all know be having a tough time doing this. Okay, she got it. Oh, okay, yeah, you got it. Yeah, Dr. Smith, everybody. Is there anybody else who want to jump on and give a word of encouragement to the people online? You know, I don't feel like it's always has to come from me. You know, a lot of times I may just be a spark plug for somebody just to get moving. You feel me? And vice versa. And so I may say something that may turn something within your spirit to say something, or mentally put you in a place to say something. So if you tug in and hit that button to request, I feel somebody is, I don't know who, but someone is going like this, wanting to jump in here. But while you are deciding to do, and I hope you will, whoever you are, I'm going to tell you that even though I am working on my first book, I already have my second book. I would say written out, but I have the title, and I have I know what it's going to be about. So, in my book, if you've been following me for this time, one of the chapters of my book is called The Breakup. And what I'm going to do is take that and I'm really going to dissect what that looks like. And no, it's not relationship. No, it's not, oh, this girl broke my heart or this boy broke my heart. It may be small pieces of that, but it's going to help understand how to go from this to this. And I can't tell you what this and this is yet, because that's the main ingredient. But just know I got my second book ready, or going to start my second book soon as this one probably is released. But anywho, who's that person? Jump on here. Send me a request to jump on here. Give us some words. Crystal, if you on here, can you please jump on here? Talk about LA for a second. What you've seen, what God's been showing you or telling you. If you are in position, I know we speak, but I know B Hawk. I know you from the West Coast too. So I don't know if you have any family over there that is in that space that needs prayer or help. Oh, Crystal said, I'm not even calling. I'm just type it out. Stay in position even when your situation doesn't make sense. Guys, open door after door and pouring out blessings. Come on, Jonathan. You are a scribe. Keep that pen moving. People need help, self hope, and other perspectives. Yeah, all last year, just asking God to open doors for my creativity and my gifts. That's it. And as I got into hopping on live and doing the book, one thing I've learned with God, if y'all haven't realized for yourself, is the more you actually do for God, it actually becomes easier. Um, oh, Chris was about to jump in. This is my sister, everybody. I met her on MySpace a long time ago, and we still cool to this day. What up, sis?
Hey, how are you?
I was telling people we met on MySpace a long time ago.
Oh my God, we did.
That's a whole nother conversation. But I'll say this. Right. I'll summarize it. To have met Crystal through MySpace, just in conversation, talking on the phone, knowing she was on the West Coast, I was on the East Coast, and then meeting her, I forgot the year that we met.
2011, something like that.
Okay, I think we met in 2011. Her, at the time, her fiance, who is now her husband.
Yeah. Right.
In Vegas. I was in Vegas. We met for the first time, and I tell you, it's been like this. There's connections that God will just give you in the craziest way. And Crystal is one of those friends I've had who's kept me accountable, poured into me. When honestly, nobody else was. I can actually say that. When nobody else was, you were there. God would give you a vision, confirmation of a prayer or something. He will always utilize you. So thank you for being a light, but go crazy. What you got?
Thank you, because you've been the same for me. Like at that time, I actually had gone through rape, and you and like a couple of the guys were like the ones that really helped me through that situation and just kept me like insane. And when I wanted to give up and even on life, like you guys really helped me out, even from miles away, without even had ever met you guys before that. So thank you for that.
So God,
but yeah, LA right now. And then right now, all the fires are out. I know on the news they're saying that they're not, but it's only because of the winds are so strong. So they're saying that it's dangerous, like the fires could start again, or there's a lot of light poles that are like out or whatever, they could start fires. So a lot of people in Altadena, I went to Altadena where they don't have electricity, they don't have water running or anything like that. A lot of places are ground zero, like they are homes. They have nothing. I have like some pictures I can send you, but they're like nothing to go back to. Like there was one man we saw that his house was still standing, like his house, but everything around him was burned. His backyard was burned. And it was just like so sad to see, like, how it's like literally like 10, 15 minutes probably from where I live. And it's just like, that was one fire. There was another fire like the Palisades, which is like 20 minutes from where I live. There was a fire in Hollywood where it's just like 10 minutes from where I live. There was one in Reseda. Like it was like fires everywhere. And like I live like in the middle of where the fires were at. So we got the bad like smoke and everything. But I thank God that
No. My streamer just went off. Oh my goodness. I hope we can get the people back. Here we go. It was getting so good. The enemy trying to break us down. Mm-mm-mm. Thank you guys for coming back. I hope Crystal comes back. Oh my goodness, she was about to get into the flow. I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened, but we still here. Please tell the people, lock in, come through, come back. She said she got kicked off, but I told her we are here. We are still here. Told her come back. She got to finish that because people need to hear what's going on in LA and how to get through it. Thank you for who came back, Kiana, Aisha, Sis, Lakeith. Appreciate you. I counted this as part 2 of Happy New Year. So, um, and who knows? Maybe this is what we need. Maybe God will put somebody else on here. But if not, then it's all good. But I do believe things happen for a reason in the ordained time of God. So we're going to see what happens in the next 3-4 minutes. How do you request people to come into when someone says they don't see me? I think I know how to do it. Invite. There we go. You know, I'm getting smarter by every live I get on. I just want y'all to know that. I'm happy for that.
Hey, can you hear me?
I hear you. I said, look,
Oh,
I don't I don't know what happened, but I said we not about to have it. Whatever happened, but we're here, and I believe it's meant for more people to jump on. To be honest with you, because people need to hear what's going on.
Yeah, so I was just saying, like, you know, I'm just grateful that I have a home to come to, right? Even if there's dishes I have to wash. Have that, you know, I took my kids. Actually, I serve on Sunday from 6 a.m. to 8:45 with my church in Pasadena, like unloading a truck they sent from Texas. And after that, I went through and I drove down Altadena and I saw that and I came home and I told my husband and my kids and my kids were like, well, we should make snack packs. So we went to a store, we made all these about 50 snack packs. And then we went back yesterday and I took the kids because I'm like, you guys need to see, like, you guys are privileged that you guys have a home. You guys have all these things, and you know, kids could be kids and argue about like, oh, you're playing with my toy or whatever. But I show them like there's like kid toys like burned on the street because these kids don't have nothing, and you guys have all these things. Like they need to be grateful, you know, especially like my son. I think he's the one that was really more scared when we were watching the news and he was seeing the fires and stuff like that. And then my oldest was like, oh, is it going to be the same as like Hawaii? Because we were exiting Hawaii when the fires were starting. And I was just like, no, like we're okay. We're going to be okay.
But I feel like they needed to see that, for them to understand, like, and be grateful. And, like, they saw us praying with people. And, my little Kiara was singing, like, some worship songs while we were praying with them. And I'm just like, they just need to see the reality, like, because they did get scared seeing it on the news. I think it helped them to see the reality of what happened and kind of explain to them. And then they got to talk to some of the military people that were there and stuff like that. So I think that helped them a lot. Okay. But yeah, I think this year we just need to be consistent and not disconnect, because even when things feel like, okay, it's going good for me, or everything's okay, like the devil will come and try to steal your joy or whatever. Once you get comfortable, the devil will come and try to, like, and you're gonna be like, oh my God. But yeah, so prayer is like number one. 5 a.m. prayer, 3 a.m. prayer. I know I wake up at 3 a lot of times, and sometimes I'm like, I just want to go back to sleep. But I know that at that time it's like God's really like,
yeah,
come
really
on,
trying
I
to talk to
you. I need to talk to you, or you need to talk to me. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I know the warm sheets are comfortable and everything, but if you're waking up at 3 a.m., just start praying, because God wants to tell you something. So yeah, just stay consistent in praying, and with the people that keep you accountable to, like, what you have to do. And yeah.
Listen, I want to thank you for being a beacon for the kingdom, and just continue to be obedient. We talk, so I know what's going on in your life. So great things. So I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
But love you, and I appreciate you.
I do too. All right, how do I just press X or what?
I got you. I learned how to do this. Hold on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so I thought I knew how to do this. I lied. No, hold on. I got it. Nope, I lied again.
Okay, let me try this.
Press the screen, because usually there's a. Oh, there you go. So I thought I was getting smarter every time. Guess I'm not. But yeah, that's my sister Crystal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, man. God has really kept us together for so many years. And like 2011, I've seen Crystal, like, for her story from being raped. I watched Crystal go from saying this dude was not her husband to this dude being her husband. I've seen every kid. I've seen from the churches that she's partnered with and grew in her prophetic and just her ministry. So dope friend, dope friend. All y'all dope. So is there anyone else who wants to jump on? If not, I think we can shut it down for the night. But I believe there could be one more word. Um, Again, I have a book that will be released soon called Don't Take Your Shoes Off Yet, A Journey from Procrastination to Purpose. Um, it is, it's needed. At the more I'm seeing what life is doing in this new year and how life is moving towards the middle and end, it's like, no, this book is very needed, and I'm grateful that God has um, used me to be a vessel to do it. And like I said, I'm already ready for my second book. I know what it is going to be about, and I think that also will be connected to what's happening in today's world. And who knows, I may push out one more book before the year's up. Maybe, like I said, a TV show, maybe my podcast. I don't know. It's up. God is in control. All I can do is just ask and step up and be obedient to what He shows me and what He says. So, if there's nobody else, as I always end out, I love you guys. I'm happy for you guys. I'm proud of you guys. I'm grateful that you're here with me, doing this with me, because I can't do it by myself. Even though you're on the other side of this, you're still with me, and you make it comfortable for me. So I appreciate it. And again, if you didn't get the lessons earlier, the first is to understand not the world and understand your world. Understand your world and understand what's going on in the world. So your personal and what's actually happening in life. That connects to number two, which is if everything is not going your way right now, you need to either adjust or align with people or to God and then people uh, that will get you aligned to keep you active. And then three, push it. Do not hold back. Whatever it is, that dream is, that vision is, that thing you wrote down last year, 2, 4 years ago, it's time. It's time to do it. If you're afraid, I don't care, do it. Uh, if you don't feel like it, do it anyway. Life will change for you. God will switch things up for you, and it's not going to happen right away to your eyes, but it's already done. All you gotta do is walk the path. So be safe out here. If it is snowing where you are, please stay inside. Be safe. Again, pray for our nation. Pray for the people. Not even just in LA, but even pray for other countries that are suffering with weather and disaster. Sorry, my mind went blank. And disaster. So much love. Catch y'all next Monday. I will be back on. Don't know what I will be talking about. God will give me something, but we outside though. Peace and blessings. Oh, snap. I didn't even realize it. I'm still streaming. Sorry, YouTube.